Hang on a sec. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going. All right. Hi, Marcus Pizzone. How are you? Darren, how you going? Dave B, Mr. Button Presser, how you going? Greg Ford, Mark Parnas. Hello, Mark. How are you? I think this is working now. Got it sussed. Yeah, I didn't turn the camera on. I didn't know how to turn the camera on. I'm not very good with this. Hello, Lee. Hello, Mick. Hello, Andrew. Again. Oh, no, that's different Parnas. Hi, Andrew. Hello, Gregory. Grant. How you going? Can you hear me? Is it audible? On Switch, yeah, I know. I'm not very good at this. Okay, so you can see, but can you hear? Where's Jason? Oh, Jason's gone interstate to do a... Good, you can hear me. Cool, loud and clear. Excellent. Now, Jason's gone interstate to do a gig with the company he works for. And I wish I could get the zoom out. It's too zoomy. It's going to help if there's more light. No, that doesn't do anything. Oh, good. You can see loud and clear, and it's all good. That's excellent. Geez, a pretty good turnout. I didn't expect this. I was worried that no one's going to show up to this stuff. Doesn't matter. I got a cup of tea. Somebody said he's probably getting a cup of tea, and that's exactly what I was doing. Actually, Susie got it for me, and she gave me some Aldi chocolate. That's my favourite. Auto Zoom was, yes, Darren. It was a box in the... It was a box I had to check. Was face recognition. No, it's probably not that good because the kids are on Netflix. And the wireless thing's going berserk. But that's what it is. That's all I got, unfortunately. So, XC. Yes, the XC is still in the garage. It's still covered up. It's still winter, so I didn't really want to touch it in the winter. So that's going to be coming up. Not too distant future. I'm enjoying the smaller bike things at the moment, though. That's sort of quite fun. Hello from Sweden. Hello, how are you? XW Reinhardt, not done yet. No. Ever done a power window rig yet? They're a pain. They're cable operated the power window rigs on the EAs. We used to do them all the time at Ford. Yeah, I know. Sweden. Actually, Sweden's probably all right. Was it Sweden? Yeah, Sweden's probably all right at the moment in the weather. It's a bit chilly here. I don't really want to get underneath the car at the moment. Hello, Sean. How are you? My screen's dirty. I think it says Sean. Yep. New subscriber from Finland saying hello and thank you for the hours of entertainment. That's my pleasure. I quite enjoy doing it. It's good fun. So welcome. It's lovely to see you. I can't see how many people are on here. I'm just gun shy. No, I don't do work for other people. I don't get time. I just do bits and pieces. Stop mumbling. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I do bits and pieces when I can. 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, a couple of hours here, there, and everywhere. Hello, Marcus. And what's the 91? And yeah, I just do whatever I can when I can. You'll get piles, yeah, if you're on bare ass on the ground, I suppose. Hello, Liam. 91 watching, 93 punters. That's pretty good. 93 is a pretty good number. That's a lot of people. Do you think an EF Falcon X08 will be valuable in the future? Yep, because they're just going to get rarer and rarer. The problem with ELs at the moment, they're at the bottom of their value, and give them a few years, they'll come up because there won't be many good ones left. A rundown on your tools. You know what? There's a guy who did Amesy. He did a toolbox tour, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I just turned it off. I just thought, there gives us stuff. What tools you got? You know what I mean? But I mean, if people want to see it, I've only got old stuff. I haven't got a lot of. Thanks, Joe. Loves his work. Loves the work. I don't have a lot of. Oh, I see what you mean, like compressor and that sort of stuff. Yes, I can show you that. Hi, John. On my train on the way home from work. How are you going, John Parnas? Metalworking extraordinaire, this guy. And he's been very generous in donating a lot of the parts to the XC build, which has been so well appreciated. And I think the last one was a boot trim, and I don't think I thanked you properly for that. I've got to see John Mallory and get hold of that. I'm 52 and a teacher too, but not a mechanic. I'm envious of your skills. Probably not the teaching ones. I was half experienced. A couple of kids came to me at school over the last couple of days and said, I'm going to get on and troll you. So it's like, oh, great, thanks. Best stuff is old stuff. I couldn't agree more. Oh, what else is there? Are you working up next? JDM? Wouldn't mind. I kind of want to do a Holden though. Haven't done a Holden, or at least I haven't filmed doing a Holden. I've had a few Holdens, but haven't filmed any of them yet. So I kind of like to do that. Thanks, Simon. Thank you very much. Loves the work. That's a real kick. People like what you're doing. It's cool. I try and keep everything in house. Greetings from Rome. Wow. Love your video. One of your patrons. Very soon, your sentence, do not suffer in silence, sounds really helpful, and it's true. Do not suffer in silence. Whatever you do, no question is a stupid one. It's just not answered yet. As a rusty car guy, you have converted me to liking bikes as well. I just do it because I get whimsical about stuff like that. Alex Sunbird. Even Sunbirds are getting expensive now. New Zealand. Hello, Mark. How are you? He's doing up a 1945. Marcus is doing up a 1945 Lister CS engine. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not really sure what that is. But, yeah, it's... No, heaps. Thanks. Thanks, Dave. Perth. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, Luke's tuned in from Perth, and it's good to see you. This is sunny Melbourne here, so the weather's a bit chilly, but tell you what, the winter weather, it's not been that bad. Had a bit of wind, but nothing too bad, really. The days have been quite nice. They've said you've done a couple of Tiranas. What happened to those? Well, like an idiot, I sold them. I mean, that was just dumb. And one of them, I lost about $500 or $600, not much, but it really... I knew I was selling it at the wrong time, but Susie said, just get rid of it. She really didn't like it. And Mum had an accident where she was nearly killed in one in 1981. And it was the same colour and everything as hers. And she got a fright when she saw it. I just thought, oh, I'll pass it on. But it was a beautiful little floor shift auto LJ173. Beautiful little car. Good morning from South Carolina. Thank you very much, Charlton. It's nice to see you. I don't know what the time's like in the United States at the moment. It must be pretty early, I would think, in the morning. So, what do we got? Liam, I've been researching Ford XC-GXLs for sale out of interest. What's it gone? A good one seems to be worth 30 grand. Mine won't be original though. It'll be brand new. Everything in the thing is brand spanking new and basically no expense spared. But I don't think it's going to be worth 30 grand. If it is, that'll be good. I'm fighting electrical, so I suppose issue with the 240 Volvo wagon. They're actually fairly simple from my... Good thing about Volvo is they use spade terminals and they're pretty easy to diagnose normally. 5:20 a.m. Charlton, yeah. I thought it would have been early there. Beetle, Peter ever contemplated doing up an old Japanese car? Yes. The trouble is with me, I've got space issues. You know, I've got an MG at Dave Raymaker's place, Dave and Mike Raymaker's place, and I feel guilty about that. So I'm just going to have to do up what I'm doing at the moment. And the problem with the Plymouth is it's all sublet stuff. So I've got to get the bumpers done, I've got to get the interior trim done, I've got to get this done, that done. And most of it, like glass fitting and that sort of stuff, and I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to sublet it out. EB Fairmont V8, anything to watch out for. Power steering pump's always leaking those things. Have a look at that. There's an O-ring around the plastic seal. It's a Thompson pump. Otherwise, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. You can do lots and lots of Ks. Some are going for over 40 grand for a GXL. Andy from the Ford Forum, you might want to look at that because you're about to make a lot of money. He got his really cheaply, and it's original, and it's a belly button pack. There's not much in the way of options, but it's a beautiful car. VZ6, trying to do a barrow swap. Oh, I wonder how you do that. That'd be interesting. The price is very high. I reckon the prices will level out. It'll probably drop. I don't know. What is your current YouTube view count? 4 million, I think. Not much, really, when you consider some YouTubers, and one irks me a bit. She started a channel the December before last, and she's already got 20,000 subs. In saying that, though, I don't care, really, because the supporters I've got are very interactive with me, and I've had lots of stuff donated to me. Patreon donations, as well as the Google income and that sort of stuff, and it pays for pretty much most of it. It doesn't pay for all of it, but it pays for most of it. So I'm actually thrilled with what I've got. Okie dokie. Where are we? What's your current user? Yeah, I've got that one. That's pretty good, given that Peter speaks very fast. Hardtop Falcon, crazy money. Yeah, they're ridiculous. Never wanted one of those. I want a two-door HKTG. Pistol 85 in, where is he? Queensland. He's got two of them. So they're the Holdens, probably because they're a bit more streamlined than the Falcons. And I like the stock look. So the problem with the Falcon two-door for me, they've never appealed to me. The four-door ones have. But a good Falcon two-door is going to have big rubber in the back and all that sort of stuff. And it's not the look I like. I like the stock look, even though I don't make anything really stock. What's your favourite car of all time? Oh, God, I wouldn't have a clue. Pistol is a South African on Rozzy. Yes, he does. I don't know what my favourite car would be. I'll tell you this much though: if I won 20 million bucks in tats, which will never happen, I would buy Holdens and Fords, a couple of Mercs, because I had a couple of two-door hardtop Mercs, and I love those things. And the rest would be Holdens and Falcons at Galaxy, that sort of stuff. I like the cars that I liked when I was young. My taste hasn't changed. One video on rewiring enabled me to rewire the back of my Chevy P20. Thank you very much, Mac. That's wonderful. Exeter in England. That's where my family are from. They're all Brits. Lovely to see you, Tony. Wife has asked me to ask you what's under the mo. There's a mouth. Actually, the moustache is just an eyebrow that's come down for a drink. There is a beginner's guide, repainting, panel repair, etc. I'm not a qualified painter, Powerball yet, but oh, the XT, yeah. I thought you meant favourite car of all time, as in one that I haven't bought yet. What was I even talking about? I digress too easily. Datsun Bluebird 64. You don't see them anymore. XC panel fans, but the wife says no, because they're a shaggin' wagon, aren't they? You stick a little mattress in the back and go for it. Judging by the comments here, many of us thoroughly enjoyed your channel. Look forward to the XC's return. Thank you, Liam, and that will be returning. You know what pisses me off about the XC? It's the rubber kit. It just annoys me. $1,600 for a full rubber kit. Are you serious? Ugh. I don't want to pay that for a rubber kit. Someone who hasn't grown up around people fixing up cars wants to learn. You can learn a lot on YouTube, I suppose. What's the best way to learn? Just asking lots of questions, getting a cheap, small Japanese car and having a play with that. They're quite simple. The wiring can get complicated on them. But panel fit and all that sort of stuff, you can take stuff up, put them on, your gaps and shut lines and all that are really good. They're just really, really good cars to cut your teeth on. A lot of people say VW Beetles and that sort of stuff. Some of that old stuff's getting very expensive now. We're a cheap Japanese car, a Starlet Corolla, that sort of thing. I mean, I picked up my Starlet daily drive for $300. And it's just really, really good fun to muck around with. You can get a cheap socket set and a Phillips head and off you go. Yes, okay. You're busy. Okay. Any more plans for the XW? Yes, power steering, lowering the back. Yeah, lowering the back, raising the front probably an inch, power steering, and I've got to repaint the boot, so I mucked that up. Meet and greet for a coffee at Chrome morning. That'd be good. Starlet, yep. Yeah, I thought my wife and I talked about getting a property, and if that was the case and had a big shed, I would do meet and greet stuff and sausage sizzles, and let's just chat and hang out for a day and do a couple of pracs and simple exercises, that sort of stuff. It'd be good fun. Is the orange stripes on the car? Yep. My brother thought I was an idiot, but oh well, what do you do? It looks good. You can steal the idea, absolutely, because I nicked it off someone else. There's a picture of an XWGS in polar white, I think it is, with an orange stripe, and I thought the Wimbledon would be better because it is creamier in colour and it matches the orange better. With a big shed, yeah, absolutely. I'd have two of them. I'd have all my stuff in one, and I'd have a workshop set up in the other. The Morris 1100 was a 1500. That was a great one. That was a great one. Jason, yeah, he's still doing. He's doing a Fairlane, and he's gone interstate. He uses a backhoe, like a digger type thing, and he had to go and do a job interstate, and I think he was a bit stressed about going, but I think he'd be back soon, probably in the next few weeks, I think. And the next thing he's going to do is just go into the shed and start smashing it out, so you'll see more of him soon. But why? If we had a property with a big shed, my wife wouldn't care. She just doesn't care about stuff like that. As long as she had a horse in a swimming pool, she's set. And she hasn't got either at the moment. Ever built a V twin like an old Duke? No, wouldn't mind though. Jason with his chemie. Yeah, Jason can be, he doesn't always look after himself in those sorts of ways, does he? Give us a tool walkthrough. What's this with tools? Everyone wants to see tools. Yeah, I can, but I've got really shit tools, to be honest with you. I've got very good ones. Come across national tool. The horses like to swim that much. Yeah, actually, horses do like to swim. But I was thinking more of Susie. What's your advice on getting paint and panel work done on my XY when you're not a panel beater or a painter? Shops, yeah. My brother spent nearly 40 grand on all the metalwork on his Stang and the paint, but he had it done at the Healy factory, and they're at the top of their game. And you know what? The XW all up, I think I paid for all the paint and everything like $1,500 or something, but I did it myself. Don't care if you have shit tools, but they work. I suppose not everyone needs a Snap-on. I've got some Snap-on stuff. What's a good all-around spray gun? I reckon a gravity-fed. Go to Milson's and get one there. They're about $100. You can get them online, but they're crap. Having said that, I have used them, and it's all good. Yeah, panel beating's hard. I don't like doing it. I just don't like doing it. That's another problem with the XC, with the rear door problems, and I've got to paint it. I actually hate painting. I don't mind painting. That's a lie. I don't mind. It's all the preparation I don't like doing. I ain't on X, but yeah, I'm the same. Tiranas, Falcon GT. I'd love a GT Falcon, but I just haven't. I can't afford it. You know, a nice XA GT is going to be 80, 90 grand anyway. What do you think of super cheap Autobahn Repco tools? Fine, as long as they're low impact, spanners and that sort of thing. All right. I just use Burson for stuff like that, and King Chrome tools. I buy a lot of stuff like that. Seed Chrome were brilliant. I don't know about now. I'm not sure. I got a lot of old Seachrome stuff and it never failed, so I never had to return it. What was the name of the bike place you got the CB750 from? That was Classic Style in Seaford. He's expensive, and he was a bit rude to me last time, so I sort of wanted to tell him where to go. I went there with $2 grand. I said, "What do you got for $2 grand?" He goes, "Not much," and he walked off. I thought, okay, I'll buy somewhere else. So I bought the 350 over from eBay. Ivory Coast in West Africa. Hello. Is it Ulrich? Lovely to see you here. Love your videos and hope for many more videos with your great work. Thank you very much, Ulrich. It's lovely to see you. Seaground's a bit cheap these days. I know there was a problem with Stanley screwdrivers. The aviation industry used to use them and they weren't plated, but when they started plating them, apparently they got dropped like hotcakes. Are you doing any resto work on the XD? Yep. I painted it 10 years ago and I didn't do a repair at the back very well. And I want to revisit that. But I don't know how I matched the paint because that was nutmeg, and the nutmeg I got for it was, okay, I think it was Danish paint, and in the sun it pops. It looks like candy. It's beautiful. And it goes this gold. It's got this gold hue that sort of comes out from underneath it. So I will do more work on that. I want to take the engine out, redo the brake master, replace a few brake lines. I've got another 351. A 20,000 over one that just needs to be finish honed from Tony, sorry, at Speedworks in Ringwood, with new hyper pistons, hypertectic pistons, and all this. It's exactly the same as next season. So I'll do that. Hello from California, my favourite place. I love California. Big fan of the show. Thank you very much, Soviet Sniper. As long as you're not a Soviet sniper, that's all good. Dick Johnson green stuff replica. I wouldn't do that tomorrow. Mine, though, I was 12. I mean, I was a little kid when Dad bought that, and I was so keen on it. And it looked space age. It was coming to Yarra Valley Car Park where I went to school. And everyone had these old roundy 70s cars, these sleek XD rocks, you know what I mean? And it was dark brown, and it was reflective everywhere because it was so shiny, and everyone would stare at it. And in fact, we were at the Park Orchard shops, and this woman said, "Isn't it disgusting that car's so dirty?" Mum used to tow a float with it. When are you doing more of your GXL Falcon videos? In September, October? I'll start on that. The problem with that is I've overcrowded myself, so I've got to put all these cars out. And Melbourne weather, you can have sun one minute and it starts pissing down with around the neck. So I like it. So I know it's going to be a fine day. I'll push everything out and get the car out and make it start working on it. So that'll be soon. Hello, Trev from New Zealand. Starting with the Plymouth me either. I need money for the Plymouth though. The Plymouth's going to be about 10 grand by the time I get the interior done. That's all subby stuff. Exhaust, chrome, interior, you name it. Got a few people from Finland, which is lovely to see. Thank you very much. Hummer, is that? Joan Upton, Victoria, 4 seasons in a day. Yep, you got it, mate. You're obviously from around here. What we talking about? Dave Newby. Just general, what we're doing with projects and stuff like that, Dave. Won't take long to cotton onto this. Both picked up a KA Laser S-Pack twin carb. Meteors did the same thing. There was a Ford Meteor that was like that too. They're rare. They're really rare now. Good to see you, mate. Thank you. Huge. So, professional opinion of P76 V8 motor. Yeah, a lot of people bagged it. It was Tassie. Sorry, Dan. A lot of people bagged the P76. It's made a real comeback. There's a heck of a lot of history on it. I'm a member of the BMC Leyland Australia Heritage Group, and there's lots of information on this, or in this. And in fact, it's funny you should mention it because a Targa Florio just sold on eBay for 15 grand. Now, for something so rare down here, that's actually a really, really good buy. I've never been a P76 nut myself. The engines are like the Buick 215 that became the Rover Alloy V8. And some of the 3.5 litre V8s have problems with cracks in blocks at around 200,000 Ks. The 4.4 P76 never heard of that happening. They're a good, solid Aussie car, and they've a lot of them got trashed to the nines, but it's really, I think they're cool. I think everything different is cool. You know what I mean? If everyone had the same thing, life would be pretty boring. That's American classics. Yeah, they cost a fortune to restore, but look, what is nicer than a 57 Plymouth? I can't come up with anything. I reckon they are just sex, those things. Starlet was a cool series, by the way. Thanks, Luke. I love the little Starlets, and a couple of kids at school, as I said, I think in the last video, have said, Ando, that is hands down the gayest car I've ever seen. And the gayer it is, I couldn't care less. He thinks I'm gay. There was, I've had a couple of men, my age group, driving up next to me, the perv on the chick driving it, and that's me. And they sort of turn off pretty quick, but I love it. You can park the thing on a 2-cent coin. 124, that's not a bad thing. Howdy, G Brown, how are you going? So 5K is 100K, but it would cost the same amount. You're right. I've been restoring Morris Minor Traveller. God, those things are rare. They're hard to get. There's a joint in England that makes all the wood for them. Expensive to do up. The rest of them are pretty good. Easy to get parts for. I put a P76 in my VW buggy. God, I put a turbo on the Sigma. That was pretty good. I've seen one of the XC. They're coming back, mate. I've made the XC videos too long, though. 40 minutes is that's just too long, I reckon. They're pretty gay, but still cool. That sounds homophobic. I can't. You've got to watch what we say, but yeah, I know what you mean. Is a Holly 650 better for the stockish 302? The 600 Holly is great for a 351. 650 might be too big. Although Boss 302s had 780s, but then they ran, or 750s, they ran to 7 grand or something. You can put, I'll just put a 600 on it. If you've got a 650 there, you could, but it might flood out. I like the thermoquads, they're rated at 750 to 850 or something. Nothing wrong with a turd nugget. That's what they used to call my Brown XD, rolling turd. Good that you're doing well, G Brown. What do I think of Laminex for windows? I think you mean, is it acrylic? Pardon me, like Perspex? Racing drivers use that, I think. Oh, one turn, it's just like 3Ks that way. Orange colour. Joe for PM, that'd be Joe Bjorky Peterson. HQ 2-door, yeah. I don't like them as much as the HK's TSGs. I reckon are just beautiful. Valiant Charger, yeah. My brother and I discussed that, getting a Pacer or something like that. A 302 from a 351 Clevo. Basically, stick a bit of whippersnipper cord down the spark plug hole and measure the stroke on it. The heads do have different castings at the front. There's a UK Ford Aussie side, if that makes any sense, and they go to every difference between them. You can't rely on the colours of them. The early 351 K codes were orange on the rocker covers, then the blues for the 4Vs, and then the 302s had red rocker covers and all this, but people changed that stuff out. And the XDs were all silver on top and black on the blocks until they became black all over them. You can't tell with You can't tell with that. You've just got to pop a plug out and stick a bit of something down there. Just took my GXL to Townsville with a Thermica 302. Got 7 litres. God, that's good. I can't get that the next day. Your video's awesome. Thank you, mate. Not too long, just right. Watch everyone. Thank you very much. Rambler. I thought you meant me. Thought he's calling me a rambler. AMC. Hey, Scott. The older I get, the less I like modified cars. You're like me. You're a bit of a purist, aren't you, Scott? This is Scott from Cold War. Big fan of Scott's. I always mention him in the videos. And he and his friend Gary are the donators of my fuel tank for the 750, which are rare as rock and I was crap to get. Brass Smile, I think it's Russian. Don't understand it. So along the straight, yes, both the 302 and 351 Fords are a 101mm or 4-inch bore. 302s have a 3-inch stroke, 351s have a 3.5-inch stroke. Hi Paul, how you going? XR200 hard starting. I'm thinking maybe the carb float level. That would be a good place to start because I couldn't start my 750. I had them set too low. And the moment I raised them, boom, straight in. Float level is a good place to start. Check your spark and all that stuff. I think XR200s or XL200s had, or XR200, it's an XR, is it? Yeah, had a CDI type ignition, so it's not like it points or anything like that. It's a Russian hacker. Funny the older I get, the less I like 20-year-olds. You wait till you work with them. I'm trying to get my thermocode running properly to pig, but once you get them running, they're fine. They're actually pretty good. They're just complicated. A manual 54,000 yellow Ford XE. God, that sounds better than mine. XY351 Cleaver transplant. I always like C4s. People call them C10s here. There's 2 types of C4s. There's a pan-filled and a case-filled. The pan-filled ones Aussies call C10s. Americans design and build the things they are a C4. Pan-filled, you can pump a lot of horsepower through them, but the Achilles heel is the planetaries on them. So if you pump lots and lots of horsepower through, you will have to get it toughened up. That being said, you can use an FMX is what they were standard with, but the problem with FMXs is they weigh a ton. They're a cast iron case, and they suck about an extra 20 horsepower to run them off the engine. I have my XW. I deliberately got a C4 for it as well, a pan-filled one. Absolutely happy with them. Bugger all goes wrong with them. You've got to really thump them to get them to go wrong. So yeah, I'd use it. If you want an auto, use the C4 all day, every day. Love the videos. Thanks, Brent. 40-minute videos. The occasional ramble makes them so personal. XFM on gear with Star Wars Dash. They're getting hard to get. So are VK Calais, but they got their little tack from your viewpoint. They go up like this and they level out and they've got a digital speedo. I'd like one of those. Never seen them. They're only in there for one model. I got the C4 from Ray Kwan in Bayswater. You see them on eBay. You don't want to pay too much for one. People normally ask about $300. Get them recode, about $1,200. But pull the pan off, look for bits of clutch, look for bits of band. If there's nothing there, put the pan back on, clean it, put new seals through it. In fact, when you take the pan off, pop the valve body out, put a select the sharp seal because they're a pig to do in the car, and then just drive the thing. Got a dash. See you, Grant. Nice catching up. No, that wasn't Grant, was it? Mr. Button Presser. That was you. Hang on, I'm just having trouble keeping up. Down the street from me, bought a Pinto and a Fox Mustang. Pinto was a little American AMC thing, wasn't it? FMX in the Fairlane. And FMX is standard with 5.8 engines. Yes, I do like Rexies. I like the first generation WRXs. I like Volkswagen GTI Golfs. They're sort of, the first model was a cracker and the subsequent ones get fatter and fatter and fatter. What, manual tranny or top loader for a Ford, I suppose. I'm using a single rail in mine. Single rails are pretty strong. They're pretty good. If you want a 5-speed T5, you do have to toughen them if you're going to put a lot of horsepower through them. God, here we go. Hang on. Barrow motors are awesome, and you can get a stack of power out of them. Barrow motors, they're very, very good. They're the ones that started out the twin cam thing in the B8 Falcons. 904's there. We got shit to do tomorrow. Go to bed. Hello, 904. 904 is Gary. It's lovely to see you going. C3. I don't know what a C3 is. American small Ford. Where did you get your blue Toyota Style from? eBay. It was $300, and it stunk a cigarette inside. Everyone's going to be. You must all be from United States or Canada. The guy's going to be. It's what is it now? 7:45 at night in Melbourne. Make some t-shirts. I thought it said t-shirt. Oh, it says t-shirts. What do you want? See you, Gary. It's lovely to see you here. I should get on the phone. I wouldn't mind talking on the phone to you. A Pinto. How's the Plymouth? The Plymouth is stationary. Hasn't done anything. Would you ever retrofit EFI to the old engine? Probably there was one I liked, and it was really well concealed. Just looked like a Holly carb, and all the ECU and everything was in where the bowls would be on a Holly in the side, and it just had looked like a catch can, and that was where your fuel pump was. So I used a regular fuel pump to get fuel from the tank up into this, like a Milo tin, and had the proper. It was really, really well. I can't remember what it's called. It has a self-learn thing on it. Perfect. That's the only thing I'd use there. Gosh, it's good. I have a spare C4 and about 4 Borg. Hang on to them, Dave. The grouse. Patrick, man, that would fly. Yeah, C4s are hard to find. People have trashed them. They got thrown out over the years. They've been made for you. Ever touch on rotaries? No. A mate of mine, Shane's got one. I don't know anything about them. Picked up a 91 Triple S Bluebird. Oh, they're bloody great things. Oh, that's an SR20 Turbo. I had a 93 U13 Bluebird TI. I had a KA24. That was a great little car. I would keep it. Bluebird needs a heap of work. The road really. You could change it, but you might be up against. You might be up against engineers, depending on what country you're from. If you're from here, it could be a pain in the ass going through the cranes. Been working on F-150 with a 5.8 EFI in 1990. It was run at Rainmakers. Alex was working on the Auto Elite, and it was beautiful. We were swooning over it. Springtime yellow. It was a gorgeous car. Holly Snipe. No, it wasn't a Holly one. It was like that, though. Knowledgeable Top Guy. Thanks for passing on the info. That's good. MSD Atomic. Yep. It wasn't that. What was it called? I can't remember. Classic Sandman would be good. Again, huge money. And so are the Ford equivalents, the Sundowners. They're massive, massive money. Cost to build your 351, 5K for parts and machining. Yeah, I didn't mind cheaper than that, but then I had the heads already done. And mine was about 3,200, I think, 3,200. But I had the heads, the 4 valves and everything, and I picked them up cheap a couple of years before and just stored them. So yeah, you can drop $1,500 on heads. So yeah, $5 grand's probably about right. If you get a shop to do it, there's another probably $1,500 in labour. So $6 grand from Speedworks to do an engine like that. Honda Vids. Well, I got 2 of them. I got this bloody Suzuki. I don't know what to do with them. I got approached by Penrite to do sponsorship, but I never rang the guy back. I like freedom. I don't want to do, I don't want to have brought to you by stuff. It's just a guy in his garage. I'm just keeping it simple. I would never do anything like. Well, I would if they offered me free tools and stuff. I probably would, but we'll see what happens. I don't think that's on that thing. One guy got offered a TV thing, and then they wanted to own his channel, and he was going to get paid $35 an hour. Then there was all the stress of doing things by a given deadline. Nah. The moment it gets like that, I wouldn't do it. I do this because it's fun. That's it. And also, look, it's pretty good with all the donations I've received because it just takes the financial hardship out because my family and my house and everything just costs a fortune to run. I loved it when you ripped them off. Got sick of those. Wicked XE. G'day, mate. That's Darren? Dave. Christ, I've got your name. Dave. I think it's Dave. Then it becomes a job. Absolutely. Yeah, it'd be good. I like to have my own sort of bigger space. Cheltenham, very original. A rare VF Sandman built 2015 with orange sheepskin seat covers, which were an accessory. All that old Holden retro stuff, and Ford is just so expensive. This light's pissing me off. Is that better? I can see. That's a bit better. I can't see the count. Is there still a few people here? I can't see. Yeah, baby boomer tax. FJ45's a huge bucks as well. I had a friend with one of those. 131. Christ. Really? That's a lot. Yeah, gosh. I missed the start. You didn't miss much because I couldn't turn the camera on. I didn't know how to turn it on. I couldn't remember because I set up the I set up the I don't even know what you call it. What is the fucking thing called? I set the schedule up, if you like, but I didn't know how to turn the camera on. Last time I just turned it on, it worked, and this time it didn't. Probably because I messed with the settings. Because last time we had that whole bounce, zooming thing, and it was zooming into my shoulder and all this sort of stuff. All this sort of stuff was annoying me. The dollar amount is so high these days. You're dead right. We chucked out heaps of good cars in the 80s. Gosh. I had an HT GTS from Peter Stan, 350 bucks. 186S, 4 on the floor, with an Opel gearbox, which were known to be not very good. Answer carefully. X, A, B, or C? Is that what he's talking about? XDs and E's still aren't worth what? 30 grand for an XE. Would that be a Sigma Scorpion? An XE for 30 grand would have to be an ESP. It'd have to be a 351 manual. And they were doughy, those things. They needed advance the valve timing, change your camshaft, and sort of wake them up a bit. But 20 grand. There was an XD, an orange one for 18 grand, which I thought was a stupid amount of money for an XD. But 42 at the moment. 42 grand. God, Struth, that's ridiculous. 1275 twin carby, we'll do 100k on the freeway, no problem. Geez, that's flying for a mini. An XE panel van, it's got them. Is that a pillow block? Some of the XEs were pillow blocks and they had slightly bigger water jackets on the sides. Sigmas were a dog to start in the winter because they had a wax pellet choke and they were crap. The moment I put a turbocharger on mine, had a CD175 carburetor, it was easy to start, morning, noon, night, summer, winter, and its fuel economy is so much better. My own situation where getting a good finish isn't too hard. I've just got to be careful how I set it up, I suppose. Edge said ex-cop car with papers. It was in awesome condition. Couldn't even get $300 for it 15 years ago. God, no you would. No, you would. Those things are. Then you get cars like the one of those event cars, Hubnut. What do you think of Hubnut? I've watched a bit of Hubnut. I got bored with him really quickly. I don't know why. He seems like an amiable sort of guy, but he's doing well. His channel's doing really, really well. Turbocharging carb system blow. I used to suck through on the Sigma. I don't know anything about blow through. I haven't done anything with it. So it's a pillow block out of a 302XA. They're supposed to have thicker bores as well. Wouldn't surprise me. They probably don't get as much core shift if they're set up properly. Oh, you got a bad boy, have you? EF-XR8. Great. My brother's has got a AU XR8. What have we got? Like the but his quality of work is a bit average. His message is held. Blow through carbies are shit. Where does it say that? Either? I don't know anything about them. So hard to tune. I would have thought so. VNSS, I went into Paradise in Ringwood to buy one for 28 grand when they were brand new, but I didn't end up doing it. He writes for a magazine. Doesn't seem like that much of a garage guy, though. Is that Hubnut you're talking about? I'm not sure. Put a boat left, the rest to right. God. Doing up a Holden, absolutely. I've just got to find one. I've got to find room. I haven't got room. I need room. Then I can set everything up properly. 300 made. Yeah, I knew about the NASCAR blocks in those. I've never seen one. I've seen pictures, but I've never actually come across one. On a quiet Sunday morning, you can hear the Holdens rusting. A lot of Fords had rust too, bud. Hello from UK. Hello, Sando Cheese. How are you? Nice to talk. Our pleasure, Brent. Sleep well. Hubnut is a bigger following now, though I do like the shows he's done too. Yeah, I did too. I don't know. It's not to do with him. It's more to do with some of the YouTubers I've watched. There's Musty, there's Amesy, there's a bunch of me. Dizzy's another one. And I'd started watching a lot of this stuff, and I just stopped watching it. And I don't know why. The only one I still watch, even Big Clive, I don't really watch him much anymore. I used to watch him stacks of his stuff. What are your thoughts on 70s Land Rovers? Actually, yeah, is that a 110? I don't know how much about it. Paint the 354. I'm not going to do the girly pink red. No, I'm thinking of doing silver. I had one that was silver. I think they were Japanese and Aussie exports. Most of the US ones are that fighting colour, the green, olive, Bacchus green, and the red. But the silver looks really clean on them. And I don't actually like silver, but I'm thinking of doing it silver. Are rear disc brakes necessary for XC302? No, they came with drums. If you're putting a 351 in, it would be a bad idea, but at the end of the day, it's still going to stop the car, isn't it? You couldn't get it rotted. It's so sad, even 10 years ago, you could get it. You could have gotten a ZH Valet in front of 10. Yeah, they weren't popular. They're a bit, some of them are a bit sluggish, but they're very easy to make go well. Motor Trend, no. Roadkill, I got sick of them as well. I don't know why. I just look for odd stuff that's probably more like the sort of rubbish I do. Silver is the rarest colour, yes. Go for everything's just so expensive now. And the gold's on Happy Days. I wonder who that is. I haven't watched Roadkill. I watched one where they pulled out a Corvette from under a tree, but that's all I've seen. Most of the stopping power, yes, you'll find 80% as momentum moves forward. You'll get 80% braking done at the front. Don't know what the hell Sweden is, it's saying. Pillow blocks were cast in Australia, sent to the USA. Yeah, they were a NASCAR thing, I think. They teamed up with Mighty Car Mods, another one I used to watch all the time, and I loved Mighty Car Mods when it was in Marty's garage and they were just getting Daihatsus for $100. That's the stuff I like seeing. When they got bigger and started getting all these other people in there, and I just got sick of it. I don't know. Have you had shortbread biscuits? No, I've got Aldi chocolate, and I tell you this, Aldi chocolate, guys. I'm going to suck it right now. I don't eat it, you just suck it, and it just melts in your mouth nice. V6, yeah, I know the V6 manual VNs went really well. Now I'm sucking this and talking, I'm probably going to start dribbling some. I don't think that. Skid Factory, I don't know about that. Eric the car guy, I felt sorry for him. He I have to eat this because I'm going to dribble. He relied on YouTube for his entire income. Me, it's just a hobby, so if I run out of money, I run out. Hello, Andy Brook. Oh, Andy. I've got your welder here. Dave Raymaker's gave me the other one, so yours is here. You can take them whenever you want. It's nice to see him. Andy's SSB prom from the fourth forum. Turbo Yoda. I used to love those guys, now I just don't. Aldi's underrated for biscuits. The problem, yeah, Andy, I'll give you a text. I'll send you a text. The problem with Aldi is they started going through women's handbags. It's one thing to check bags when you leave the store, but going through a woman's handbag is taboo, particularly given that they, if it's under the size of a piece of A4, the retail mob don't recommend looking at it, but they do. I haven't touched mine either, Andy. Don't worry. You make me feel better. Don't touch yours at all, and then I won't have to touch mine. I'm talking about the cars, by the way. Let's just clarify that. Eric doesn't do a meetup. I've never done a meetup, but then he's about 20 million times bigger than I. Have I watched Vikings and Vikings on Netflix? You know what, my daughters and I on Netflix at the moment are watching Fear Thy Neighbour about people that move in next door to nutcases. It's really interesting. Yeah, they've priced themselves out of the way of normal backyard of Mighty Car Mods. They got huge. They're absolutely huge. So I like the small guys doing stuff in the garages. I can relate to it more. Skid Factory, no, I don't know anything about it. Thanks for clarifying. Your pleasure. Aldi likes to look down your jeans at the checkout. Oh, never had that happen to me. No one wants to look down my jeans. They used to check bags here. Susie went into a joint not about a week ago and they didn't do it to her. Oil flush additives, no. I normally keep. You'll find good oils have a detergent in them anyway. So if you change your oil every year or so, your engine's going to be spick and span inside, so you don't need them. Some really worn engines that you do put that sort of thing in can actually start smoking, if you know what I mean. So anyway, what do you do? MCM and Rice and Boys. Oh, speaking of that, oh, okay. The guy that did the channel, and he always did videos on rices. What is his name? Gas Kings. Got stuck in jail for ripping off old people out of their superannuation funds, the retirement funds. And they yanked his channel and he had up to 600,000 subs, so he would be bleeding. He went in the can for 5 years or something. He always used to do rice videos. Some of his stuff was pretty funny, but it wasn't his. He used to nick it from other people. Off to bed. Good night. Keep up the great work, Peter. Always look forward to your work. Thank you very much, Santa Cheese. You sleep well. Yeah, he's cheaper than Cadbury. Aldi chocolate. Oh, gee whiz. Why you started drinking tea? I used to drink all this coffee and then I gave up and drank tea. But this is cold now. Scotty Kilmer and Chris Fix. I saw one. I don't like much of anything really. I'm subscribed to it. I've actually subscribed. Jade Santos, what are you doing? Go to bed. Jade Santos. Jade Santos is a student from my school, and she's wonderful, and her mother's wonderful, and her dad's. They're all a lovely family, and she always hassles me. It's lovely to see you, Jodie. Project Binky is brilliant. Those two are wonderful. Big fans of them. Absolutely huge fans of them. And yeah, Mopar. Only hassle you for food. You hassle me every day, Jade. That's nice though. It's all good. I like it. Jade hassles me for food. She's always hungry. You should bring in some food from home, something a bit healthier than potato cakes and dim sims and crap like that. That's what our canteen. It's a good canteen, but when you see potato cakes and you see a salad sandwich, you're always going there to buy the salad sandwich, and I'm too fat anyway. And you see the potato cakes, they start calling your name. You know what I mean? They're covered in salt, and oil, and just yum. Potato cakes are amazing. They're bloody unhealthy though. Jason Oliver. I'm just trying to read through this. My eyesight's crap. I've got to go and get a new prescription. Home built? No, I haven't. Nathan's Garage. You know who I watch for motorbike stuff? Classic Octane. He does all these cafe racer builds and those. He's an American guy. He's actually a really good presenter. He's a young guy from Texas, I think. Really good guy. I like his stuff. But then I'll probably get sick of that too in about 10 minutes. Careful you don't develop a plumber crack. Well, I'm 51, so I probably already got one. I just don't often look at the back of my pants when I'm bending down. Yeah, this tea's crap. It's too cold. I need my daughter to come in. Rosie! She came in last time, and she gave me some tea. So putting mustache t-shirt. I'm going to do t-shirts. I will do t-shirts. And I never thought of a mustache. When my, was it my 50th? 48th or something? I don't know. My wife got a big, a whole set of mustaches, and you stick them on your face. And everyone came around for lunch. And it was just everyone had to wear a mustache because it was my birthday. It was really sweet. So I might get some t-shirts done. And I've got one I'm making. It's like a rendering of a 57 Plymouth, the front of it, chasing broken cars, that sort of stuff. But I just haven't got around. You got to outlay quite a bit of money. Oh, Scotty did it by, he took orders and then got them printed. If you're still there, Scott, can you tell us? Because I don't know how you did it. So yes, I need to do them with stickers. And it will give me a bit more pocket money too and make things. I get teased about being a porn star. But Yeah, I've got to go and get the I've got to go and get them made. The XW on a t-shirt, someone, I don't know who it is, made a workshop manual that said Anderson Restoration Series XC and XW. When the XW was parked in my first house, he did a line art thing of that, and it had 302 and 351 rebuilding and all that sort of stuff. And I just haven't got around to getting them printed. It's quite expensive to get them printed. The door's open. Hello, is that you, Suze? It's Rosie. Rosie's coming. My daughter's here. Mustache and glasses on a coffee mug. Would you drink from it, JD? Oh, God. She's going to piss me off. Watch this. Or she'll start making jokes from the side. What are you doing? Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Hey, Rose, can you do me a favour? Can you put the kettle on? Yeah, Peter answers with tea bags. This isn't going to do. Can you empty that out? It's cold.
Sure.
Rose tea. She is cute. Believe it or not, she's 16. Hello, Ruben from Gregory Hubbard. My son is watching. Can you shout out to him? Could you say, hello, Ruben, how are you? It's lovely that you're here. Make us tea, please. Yes, if I could send it down here, I would. Warhorse. That's a lovely guy. The guy that made the Warhorse comment. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I left my address on one of the boxes in the garage, and I shoot at 1080, and you can see the address, and it's like, damn. So I actually pulled it, rubbed it a bit out, and then reloaded it. What's that?
So what did you want?
Do I want to what?
So what did you want? I was literally listening.
Just say it. I can hear what you're saying.
No, I didn't hear what you're saying because I wasn't really listening. What did you need?
A cup of tea, Rosie.
Oh.
Jason, I haven't heard from. Andy, I've still got your headlights. Andy gave me like 6 headlights or 5 headlights or something. Then he went out and bought an XC, which needed headlights. So if you need one of those back, just come out. Yes, Jason is quiet, but he'll be back soon. Not nice. What did Jade do? What have you done? Jade, what have you done? You need more coffee. You always look dead. Is that me? Maybe. Probably because I'm tired at work. Do I shoot content that I don't upload? Sometimes, not often. All I cull is just the rambling. Most of the stuff I cull is bad language. Although I have used here, which is, I don't know, quite bad. But I cull bad language and rambling at the start and the intro. It's going to say, you know what, they're going to see it anyway. So what's the point of just sitting here going blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't. I did a movie projector Super 8 video. How much sugar? Rosie, no, I have 2 sugars, honey. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You're welcome. Come and join us. Not now, when I get the tea. What was I saying? Oh, God, I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I'll leave Jodie alone. She's just being funny, aren't you, Jade? It's wonder he doesn't drink. I actually do. I drink scotch every now and then. I know, I've got to use a remote mic. The problem, okay, we're talking about video production. The problem with the mics is, you know what, when I turn the camera on, it's when I'm just about to do something and I'm thinking of 10 different things in my head and what I'm going to say, and I just go for it, you know what I mean? And it's a pain. What do you do? But, yeah, did you hear that? Philip Bolly. Oh, it reminds me, last vid I called about, yeah, I did. I said, Sprocket, I'll take it. Yes. It's the second time I've done that. Okay, so here we go. Thanks, Peter. He thought that was so awesome. I don't know why it's only me. The kids are watching. Oh, Lily. How are you, Lily? Huh? Are you going good? You enjoying this? It's got a bit car, so it might be a bit boring for you. Thanks heaps. Thank you very much, Gregory. And it's lovely you got your children here. Hello from Indonesia. I beg your pardon, yoga. How are you? How are you guys? I get that a lot at school. Oh, gee whiz. I left my tits off. Oh, I can shut that. That's right. Are you planning on selling your projects? I actually did think about the XC at one stage, and I thought, yeah, I'm in 22 grand. I'm not going to sell it because I might get 22 grand for it. But I did think about getting rid of it at one stage because I really want I really do. I really want the XD inside. So, oh, can find new XC GXL headlights in UK and South Africa. Someone said they're the same as Granada. Peter, how are you going with space? No, I'm going badly. I'm going really, really badly with space. That's the problem I've got. And I don't want to sell anything because every time I sell it, there's, am I gay? No, I'm not gay. But one of my best friends is gay, so gay doesn't worry me. What's wrong with being gay? It's 2018. People can say what they want, be what they want. That's cool. He's never focused when he talks to me. Haha, yes, Jade. Charlton, of course, be happy, of course. Gay can be anything. I've had a lot of people ask for content on my L67 Calais, but I couldn't really be bothered shooting it. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Victor 18 stuff. Is your Vic? Yeah, I haven't touched the Victor 18. Is it Dave? Tell me your friggin' name. Is it Dave or is it Darren? I think it's Dave. I'm pretty sure it's Dave. And are you in Benalla? I always get the impression you're up in Country Vic. Don't ask what I'm like as a teacher. She'll bloody bag me. There's a whole bunch of kids that I thought would show up here. They're probably watching. Everyone knows. That's nice. It's a shame and you and Musty Runner so far. Musty One has never responded to a comment I've left. Hang on a second. I actually don't like some of what he does. And I feel bad saying that because he's a big YouTuber. He's got like 160,000 subs. But some of the stuff he does, I just think, no. But I kind of like restoring stuff. I don't like just getting crap going and then ditching it for something else. He prefers that smaller content. That's not always the case. He does lots and lots of small projects, and I don't like doing that. I like doing big ones. Benalla it is, and it's Dave. Right, I'm going to remember that. Wicked XC. I love some of your stuff, particularly when you started assessing your bathroom plumbing. It was really funny. MGBGT next week. Rewind your old videos. Excellent. I've got to get mine in. I've got to cut the recorders off. Rosie. Oh, look at this. Daughter is back. I had menopausal women. This guy. Loved having him as a teacher. The problem is, the kids, I get along well with the kids, but I don't think some of the administration like me too much because I keep answering them back.
I don't think I did a good job. It needs to brew for a while too.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I also thought I was going to.
But we do have some lovely staff there. I'm very lucky with where I work. Don't say that. Ando is a menopausal. Yeah, I can be. She won't know what menopausal is because she's like 16 or something. Mm-hmm. I can't. Yeah. Anyway, what do we? Let's talk about cars. Might be on the front wing. Oh yeah, I haven't even taken my front wings off the MG. I wouldn't have a clue. The rear's stuff though. Running around it with a magnet, the car's pretty clean, but the rear's a knackered. Finish the CV70. Yes, because I intend to ride it. And I had a conversation with a guy who I thought would be here at school, and his dad's a big hot runner, Dylan Kane, I think his name. And he said, "Which are you going to ride it?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "You won't." I said, "What?" And he said, "You will ride one of them because I've got the 3 bikes." So V8SC. So, what do you think of V8SC? I don't know what that is. This is probably a good time to start drinking. Oh, V8 Supercars. Yeah, I never really watch that. I don't get time to watch telly. I watch telly not with the kids. I'll probably come in from the garage at this time, and then I'll sit down and I'll watch A Grizzly Murder with the kids. My 2 daughters love that. My son, he works big hours. He's wonderful. He's such good company. I recently found your XC series so addictive. Thank you very much to watch. Love how you always take a break for your tea. Keep calm, Peter, and drink tea. I've taken the tag off. And that's because I'm a bit of a stress head sometimes. 750. No. Tell me, Scott, what colour? Olive back is green, red, yellow, what? Tell me. My daughter thinks, yeah. Bye-bye, Mick. Mark, sorry. Take care. You must be John's son, I think. Say hello to your father. And I sent you an email, I sent you a Gary an email. I'd love to know what you reckon. I just love the team the way it is, but I wasn't going to keep a flame job on it. Thank you very much, J-Ro. That's wonderful. Bye-bye, Mark. I'm colorblind. You're full of shit. That's what you are. You know full well. Match it to the new tank. I can do Midnight Blue Metallic. Never thought of it. Never thought of that. I'm going to think about that. What? Hang on. How you doing? When will the next video in September, October? Green. I reckon. See, I can't get green. Green's my favourite colour. Colour for 750. Black with blue metallic. You're the second person to say blue. Trouble is, I've got 2 blue cards here. I've got 2 white cards here too, and there's 2 red cards, and there's something else I can remember. Collection black with blue. Hang on. I really am. Don't do it one of the original. I'd do it one of the original candy, yeah, but you can shoot better than I can. I'm worried about doing it. Yes, I reckon the candy gold or the candy turquoise, but you can actually shoot a lot better than me. So I'm worried. I've never actually shot a candy. Repaint the team 750. You are a stock guy. I don't want the 77s and 78s with just black or a really crap red, and I'm not doing the original color. Ford red for 750. I've got the Plymouth and I've got the MG. They're both red. Orange with gold flake. Might be look a bit custom. Green with gold for sure. I'm thinking that. Is that Riley Honey I know? Riley Honey Media. I bet I know who it is. Star, it's great. Dave, it's brilliant, that little thing. I was in it tonight. And I'll send it to Dave to do a clutch. I'm not going to do it. So, how did the MG turn out? Turned out great. It turned out, I've got to drive it. Bike is a great way to learn to do candy. Ways and do it, yeah. I reckon it would be. Okay, maybe I'll be doing candy. I don't know about candy red. I like the candy gold on the old 350s and 750s. That look bloody good. I better do a practice shoot, and I'll do it on that GSX 400. I reckon I might paint that. Okay. Prove the efficiency and power of the motor. General touch, yeah. I don't know. I had a 250 and XC years ago, and I used a Holly 350 instead of headers, and that helped at no end. What's your footy team? St Kilda. Don't know if I want to do it in red, black, and white. You know what's a nice green? Ford did it. There's a couple. There's moss green, which is Jeep, which looks like the candy olive, Bacchus olive, and Ford did a green in their GTs, the XWs. Beautiful. Green. Was it XW or XY? I can't remember what it's called. The electric teal new Toyota. There's a new Mazda color called Soul Red too. That's bloody lovely. Candy gold. I'm doing candy gold. All right. Better learn how to friggin' paint it. I don't know how to paint candy gold. I've got no idea. They've got a base coat, then you have to shoot another color, and then you clear them. And you'd probably flow coat that as well to make it really, really shiny. Candy gold, Scott. That's what we're going to do then. All right. Jesus Christ, I'm worried about that. What do you need for the XC in terms of parts? I'm looking at eBay, wishing it. Oh, that's lovely. I need a front bumper. They're huge, son. Anything rubber for it, I need. Oh, God, do I need rubber. You know, the door rubbers and all. I need stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a greenish gold colour. Cool mint green. Oh, my first GXL. I wonder if you're on the climate's around. My first GXL was cool mint green. That is the colour I should have painted mine. Jason Hill will be making videos shortly, yes. CB350 bottom case, I'm about to bring out a video. I've got that all repaired, but I haven't assembled it yet. And a lovely man gave me a set of 1mm oversized pistons and everything for it. I've just got to get Emerald Library. The CB350 radio, I'm going to get a new set of tensioners for it, new timing chain, new primary drive chain, because it was sloppy. It was like a cock in a sock. It was useless. And so I need to get those things so I can rebuild the bottom end. And Dave Ramex just give me a welder, so I'm going to do up all the frame and get it powder coated. The XC I should have either done cool mint or orange. I regret the white. I wanted sister cars though, which was dumb. Painting tips, tricks. Check out the Gunmans. Yeah, I've checked out the Gunman. I have to do it. I don't want to watch. I want to do it. Do you know what I mean? So I know how to paint. I know how to do all this stuff. But actually I'll look at basically what they do, and then I'll just go away and do it till I'm happy with it. Yeah, Jason's coming back. Everyone's asking for Jason Hill. That was awesome. Thank you. Totally my kids night. Oh, that's so sweet. Can you give me advice on XY GT Falcon replica? I'm a knob. If I want to kit it out with it, I'm not really sure. I know XY GT replicas. There was one on Facebook for 95 grand. They're bloody expensive now. If you wanted to improve the brakes, I'd probably look at what hopper stoppers do. I did that on the Galaxy when I put a hopper stoppers brake kit on there. Kind of regretted it in some ways because it took the originality, but it stopped on a 10-cent coin. What's the plans for the XD? Nothing. I love it, and I'm not going to touch it. All I'm going to do is just do a few repairs. I'm going to yank the engine, do the brakes up, the booster, the master, put some new brake lines in because there's rust on them, and weld up some crap at the back of it and reshed the back of it, and then I reckon I'm done. I'm not going to touch it. But I want it inside. It's outside at the moment. I hate that. Thank you very much, Marco. Marco Tina's horrible beige. Marco said your videos are awesome. I like that. Hawthorne man. Anyone who bets Connor. Michael Tony was Pooh Brown. Hated everyone used to call the my XD the Rolling Turd. Those A series Murray engines, you can get parts of them everywhere. They're brilliant. L part in the UK is pretty good. Who's at the door? Is that you, Charlie?
No,
Who is it?
I think it's Mom.
Sirs, do you want to come in? Come in. My wife's around. XD, yeah, they'll come out eventually. What's your cat favourite car movie? Everyone says Mad Max. Christine, absolutely all day. And then I reckon Bullet, but Bullet's plot's pretty crap, but the car chase in Bullet is nuts. It's through San Francisco, and it's got a story behind it because Steve McQueen said, "Yeah, we'll probably be doing 50 miles an hour," and they tore up half of San Francisco. It's the best car chase of all. Christine, we watch every Halloween, and that's the reason I bought a Plymouth because we were so hooked on it that we just had to have one. Haven't done anything with it, but we had to have one. Are you password XEs or XDs? Both. I love them both. I like XDs because I've got one. But Danny MacArthur. Hello, Danny. How are you? Lovely to see you, Danny. Peter, have you ever tried all candy? No. I need to know how to shoot a candy. I just need to. Vanishing point I haven't seen. Running on empty. Yeah. There was another one. Something with an XY GT running around. I can't remember what it's called. And the Italian Job was one of the best car chases, probably arguably the best car chase stuff on film. I just want to say thank you for your videos. Thank you, Carter. That's so lovely to say. 917. It's a Porsche, isn't it? Is it? I can't remember. They're going to start talking about footy now. No, I don't know that much about footy. Gone in 60 seconds. Hey, Rosie, you want a piece of chocolate?
Oh, I already took one. But I'll take another.
I just hate the cord. Your movie projector videos were interesting. They were very interesting. I watched them a couple of times. 914 is a Porsche I was thinking, not 917, but yeah, I figured it was a Porsche. Running on empty was an XY GTH. There was another one too, running from the guns or some crap like that. I can't remember. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. That was Michael Caine in the Italian Job. Oh, sorry, headphone users. It's like compressed air. You hit that, and everyone's. Robin's very good, Joe. Yeah, I've got complaints every time I arc up a compressed air gun. I get all these complaints. Can't you warn us? Blow up your eardrums out, Rosie. Come and have some chocolate. You coming, sweetie?
I already did.
Have another one. Come up here. So come on, darling. Yeah, when the camera's off, I'll tell you what I really think of. Gold fleck, green. You would mix the fleck in the first coat of clear. And I would, it's probably easy to use a 2-pack clear with that. They're carcinogenic to the shit house, but you have to, I only use the ISO-free 2K clear, and you put it over acrylic. I've only seen the bluebirds. Blues Brothers ones. Buy and build next car. God, I want a Tirana bad, or a HKTG, an XA Falcon, another Merc. Oh God. A female refusing chocolate, is she sick? No, it's because she's really male.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
He named you after his dream. Goldfleck MG. Scott just got a couple of new cars, and he did a couple of videos, and one of them I really like. Would you ever build a car that auction off for charity? If I had time, but I was working. If I wasn't working and did this full time, yeah, I would definitely. Holden seemed cheaper for parts, yeah. And I noticed that with the Suzuki and the Honda stuff. The classic single overhead cam Honda stuff is bloody expensive parts, but I looked online. Marco says, hi, Rosie. I looked online. Come and say hello to him. He said, hi, Rosie. Get your ass up here. Come on. Her name is Ronald.
Who?
Marco. Oh, it's pissed off now. I don't know where it is. Yeah, where is it? Oh, yeah, Marco. Prismic. Hey, Rosie. Hey, Marco. Use your manners. Well, I know. I'm ashamed, Scott. I'm ashamed. The best mustache, yeah. It's quite good. You like some mustache? How many cars you got? My wife and I would have loads. I thought you had more cars. You're into Commodores and stuff. You're like me. You don't really care that much. Yeah, I'm ashamed. I should have watched them. Well, you know what? TV. If it's daylight, I'm not inside. I don't come inside when it's daylight. I don't want to be inside. I want to be outside. So either we go out, we do all that stuff on Saturdays. Sunday's quite often a relaxing day, so I go outside. After work in daylight saving, I'm outside. I'm outside till it's dark, and then sometimes beyond that as well. Hello, Jed. How are you today? Had a Hillman Gazelle. I wouldn't mind a Minx. I'm not really into the root stuff that much. What? Yeah, I've never had a Hillman. Mum had a Hillman Arrow when I was young, when I was little. What the fuck was that? What was it?
I didn't want to say ew.
Oh, just dropped something. TR3 would be pretty cool. Every Aussie boy needs a shed, absolutely. How long have I been on now? Does that tell you?
Yeah. You've been
An hour and 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean there's 107 people?
I think so, yeah. And then 70 likes. I was joking. 74 likes.
This guy subbed for the CB350. I have a whole history of childhood with CB350s and doing things that the law probably doesn't like on them. It's 6:24. I'm here. Hello, Connor. Yeah, I know. I got boring. 137 probably just dropped off, doesn't it? Mercs, I love. I had a couple of SLCs. I wouldn't mind another one. Who sounds it? I don't know who sounds it is. Everyone needs a shed, but it's council permit is $600 to build one. I extended mine, but I didn't tell anyone. I know. It's expensive. Particularly in rural Vic. I would have thought you wouldn't have paid. I thought you could just bang one up whenever you wanted. I saw a video you did of your shed. See you. Cheers from Canada, Andy K. Bye-bye. I probably should have said that. Oh, so there's different people watching them many times over. Thank you, Marco. Thank you for the great videos. The motorbike stuff I love doing. I really enjoy the motorbike stuff. It's quicker to get a result. Having talked about motorbikes, I'm about to get. I've told Dave Dave has removed his 250 engine from the XL. We had trouble with that. I am really sure we have a bent conrod in that thing. Go build Rosie. She wants the blue Starlet, but I'm scared of putting her in a Starlet. She really wants that. The feminine look of it appeals to her.
And also just the smell of it.
But you get T-boned by a kid on a bicycle and you're dead in one of those. Picked up my third Dodge on Monday. Oh, good for you. Had it been a Conrod, well, it's an XL, so it probably got a mouthful of water crossing a river or something. I've gone through absolutely everything. Musty, what does it say? Yeah, love the motorbike stuff. Here's a 250. I don't know. I like proper restoration stuff. Although I'd be interested to watch that. I actually commented that I'd like to see him build that up. Rosie HQ Monaro. The Starlet videos are interesting. The interior ones. I've had a few comments about that. How to fix your interior for $80. Would you like an HQ Monaro? It's a 70s Holden with a V8. Hello, Johnny. How are you? What about a Monaro, Rose? I don't think I could afford one.
No.
I don't reckon I can afford the money it would take to build one.
No.
Hello, Robert. How are you? That's good. I'm fine too. I might call it a day in a minute. So I'm get Rosie an XF. Can't see her in an XF. Can see her in a little girly car, but I want something that's got either 1,500 airbags in it. What about a Tirana? Yeah, I don't know. So even Tories, they're dead. Tirana's dead. MGF? Actually, yes. An XU1. How about a Saab? A Hyundai? An LC. LC is what I want. I want an LC two-door. I would kill for an LC Tirana two-door. A VY. Got a few suggestions here, Rosie, of cars for you. She's not got her learners yet.
Well, I'm planning to with someone.
I'll get you the book. It's just your brother bought your brother and sister one. They should have it.
I know, but they keep saying they don't want.
Oh, Scott's got a 230, a Mercedes. Yeah, the shipping at Courier. It'd kill me too. Rosie wants a panel van. No, because I don't want anyone getting the back of a panel van with Rosie. What does she see? She wants my Starlet, but I'm scared of her in a Starlet because I don't think there's enough, and the same as an Echo, I don't think there's enough safety aspect to it. It's sort of like sitting on a skateboard and rolling down a road and hoping for the best that no one just runs over you. Learn to drive in the XY. Do you want to drive the old X-Dub?
Which one's that?
The white one in the garage with the stripe
The
on
white
it.
one. I like that one.
This guy's got 7 friggin' panel hands. Wow. Sierra. Posty bike. You know, the red ones. EK. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, my son failed like 4 times. He had bitches getting in the car. I mean, the other thing that used to piss me off, he, God, there's more comments. I can't keep up with them. One woman, like, he made a bad mistake in the first one, so he failed it. No, it was in the second one. The first one he failed because it was arguable what he did. But, good night, incognito. But she was really nasty to him and he lost a lot of confidence. And so he was gun shy about going in and doing it again. And the second woman he got was just a bitch. So it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, the third woman he got with him. The first and the third one he got were just assholes. So what's the point? You know what I mean? My daughter did a pre-drive check. He's got his license now. You know, she did a pre-drive check. And then the woman told her to stop, so she put the handbrake on. This is before they got out of Big Right's car park. Asked her to do something, come and bodies. Bye-bye, take care, drunk. And then when she went to take off, she forgot the handbrake. So the moment she gets out, she's driven like 20 feet, I'm not exaggerating. Pull over, you failed. It's like, Jesus Christ. So there you go. What do you reckon, right? Have you eaten all the chocolate?
No.
Oh, there's 2 bits left.
Yeah.
I'm going to have some now. Yes, thank you, Graham. It's lovely to see you. B.A. Falcon. 9 Clevos in the shed. You might be a good guy to keep in touch with. I got one. Well, one spare one. He's got a Starlet too, which makes me nervous every time he gets in it. Yeah, it's easy to fail. Stop sign and speeding will fail you straight away, but these kids didn't do anything like that. Now, what do you do? SSR Melissa. SLR. Look, the problem with me is I don't want to spend a lot of money on a car project. Although I did drop 25 grand on that. Which car was that? The Plymouth.
A car.
Yeah, I probably should get a higher value car, but instead, I don't know, I like the cheaper stuff. Yeah. Anyway, we might have to go. Bye-bye, Hugh. Take care. Yes, you got to get a cup of tea and it will all be good because I've got to finish mine. I might say goodbye. Comet Bongo Band. Oh, I hated those things. They had a master bongo band here. The time now is 8:30 at night. 11:32 is that night at UK. Have a good one, XP. It's lovely to see you again. I also started a channel just so grab myself and came out. Wonderful. Oh, $500 for $750. Bye bye, Matt. Bye bye, Jason. 3:32 AM. Reliant Robin. I hate those things. Retro Restore's doing one, and here's another guy that shoot the breeze. Shoot. Bye bye. See you, Scott, and say hello to Frankers for me. The let me just say this. Peacock visitors. Yeah, I've got to say goodbye to everyone. Hang on, but Retro Restore is doing up a Reliant Robin, and he pulled the piston and said, "You're going to reuse the rings." And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, so he put the pistons in upside down through the bottom of the block, I think. It's like, so I don't really watch that stuff anymore. And lawnmower videos for me as well. He just seemed like a good guy though. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been great fun. And I hope it's been semi-entertaining, or parts of it have been semi-entertaining. It's lovely to see everyone rock up here. And it's been a real treat. I lasted this about, probably everyone. I lasted this probably, see mate, 4 months ago. I don't know. Leave comments, whatever you want. If you want me to do it more frequently, I can. So do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you around. So say goodbye, Rosie.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. And let's see what drinks my tea. Bye-bye from the UK. See you later. Yeah, how the freaking hell. Bye-bye. I had to work out how to turn it off, and it says end stream. So there you go.
This is supposed to.
Goodbye, everyone.